Actually, what we've seen in our surveys is that restaurants are the one place that they want to be. So it is being trumped to some degree by having some desire to travel and do some other leisure things. Now, we compare and contrast it to retail. So when you look at retail, they're spending more mind share, more time, more dollars on food spending. Right. So at least you're saying, relatively speaking, that's holding up. And I wonder how alt meat, as we call it around here, fits into that. That survey, anecdotal survey, was interesting that said Burger King saw a big jump in foot traffic when it was selling the Impossible in their St. Louis locations relative to other stores. And Easterbrook, I think, said to Carl, watch this space. Does it make sense for McDonald's to jump in? I think this absolutely makes sense for investors to jump in. And I think there's two things you can do. The first idea is to trade it. So there's the tactic that Burger King's deploying, and there's some novelty to it. And this isn't about good or bad, you know, tactic versus strategy, but the tactic is get the halo, get the attention, and it's driving Burger King traffic. Now you flip over to McDonald's, and clearly what Easterbrook is saying, if they're going to do it, it's going to be strategic. They're going to have, they're going to wait and see if this is just trial and awareness or long-term permanent consumer demand.
Let's talk a little bit about delivery and whether delivery is already, or in your view, will be a revenue driver. I'm a little skeptical because my personal experience is that French fries don't travel well.
So delivery is definitely a traffic driver, and it will be going forward, but it won't be the same type of traffic driver for everybody. So McDonald's wins in terms of delivery. Global scale matters in a digital world. The thing that they'll do this fall is take delivery direct to their app. And that's the thing that we should watch. If they're able to do that, that is probably the #1 metric of health of a restaurant company, because then they own the consumer. Yeah, and Nicole, McDonald's, as Carl mentioned, is up 22% over the past year. It's a $150 billion company. How much do you see it growing from here? We see it as both a defense and an offense play. So there's plenty of upside to our price target. They have a nice at or slightly above dividend. So it's a good way to, you know, be defensive and invest in the market, especially when it's been a little bit of a choppy backdrop. But we also look at the fundamentals and take a look at what they've done internationally in terms of, you know, 2.0, McDonald's of the future, experience of the future, however you want to label that. They're taking and translating that to the U.S. business, and it's taking a little bit slower. But that's something that can also give them a nice fundamental comp lift. So we like it as an offensive play as well.